What's up? I'm back home. Finally back home again in Indiana. I was in Chicago for the weekend. It was pretty good. Cubs won first game. Cubs lost second game. Yikes. But we're not talking about the Cubs today. Shout out to them, though. Shout out Pacers. Shout out to the Colts. Got to do all that. Kansas Jayhawks football. Football, Kansas, really? I think there's so much talk recently about another basketball school that's become maybe a football school, or they think is going to become one in North Carolina. And I think Duke has stayed consistent at about 8 wins, North Carolina as well. There was a world a few years ago and a couple years ago where Kansas was a consistent football program, 7-8 wins themselves, and they fell off last year hard. I don't really have any reason to say that this is my sleeper team this year. My last year's sleeper team was not a team that did great at all. It was Arizona. I said because of Tatario McMillan, which I still think he's phenomenal, but their team overall was not great. That was especially on their defense. And the Jayhawks lose Kobe Bryant at cornerback, and they lose some offensive weapons. So I'm looking through their depth chart. I'm thinking to myself, oh man, like their best coming in production guy, wide receiver, is a guy who played at Columbia University FCS last year. So I don't have giant reasons to tell you Kansas is going to be good, other than vibes for real. And one guy, Jaylen Daniels. Not Jaden, not the Washington Commanders rookie quarterback who is phenomenal and dominating the league. No, Jaylen Daniels. This is the guy who a few years ago when Kansas really came up, he was the guy. And a couple years ago, he was the guy. And last year, he got hurt and also played like buns. He did not play great at all. And everybody thought, okay, he's going to try to go to the draft or just basically end his career, stop his career. That's not what happened. He said, I'm coming back and I'm going to finish what I started. That's very interesting. And it also makes me believe that he has a chip on his shoulder. Their schedule is tough. They play Iowa State late in the year. They open with Fresno, which is a very tough non-group of 4 school. And they play Kansas State and Texas Tech back-to-back weeks. So 3 of their last 5 opponents are ranked. They also play a really tough SEC Missouri team early on in the year as well. So with those 5 games, you could easily say this team is just going to go 7-5 at best. But I see a world where they can win about 9, maybe 10 games. 10 is pushing it, but I could see them winning 9 games. And I think it's because of Jaylen Daniels. I've always been a believer in him. He played bad last year, but he also was hurt. Who knows if he was hurt while he was playing bad? That's kind of my question mark there. I think that FCS receiver guy looks good at the FCS level. It's going to be obviously a jump to get up to here, but we've seen that jump happen with certain players. Cam Ward, who just won a ton of awards, right, as a quarterback and got picked first overall, started at Incarnate Wood and came to Washington State, played great there, then went to Miami. So you can start at the FCS level and play good. I think that guy is going to show it. And I got the Kansas Jayhawks going 9-3 this coming season, and they are my sleeper team this year. Don't sleep on the Jayhawks just because North Carolina got Belichick. I'm believing in the team that's shown us a little bit more consistently, other than last year. All right, peace out, guys. Have a good time. Loves you, and he's out.